Whether it's voting to convict former President Donald Trump or flip-flopping on his support for Joe Biden's Supreme Court nominee, Senator Mitt Romney of Utah has proven once again you just can't trust him on our side of the aisle. Last night, Romney took to Twitter to announce his support for Supreme Court nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson. In his statement, he said, after reviewing Judge Jackson's record and testimony, I've concluded that she is a well-qualified jurist and a person of honor. While I do not expect to agree with every decision she may make on the court, I believe that she has more than what meets the standard of excellence and integrity. I congratulate Judge Jackson on her expected confirmation and look forward to her continued service to our nation. Joining me now to discuss this, senior counsel at the Article 3 Project, Esquire, Will Chamberlain, or Will Chamberlain Esquire, as the case may be. Will, good to see you.
Good to be with you, Buck.
Let's start with some Romney time here. I got to tell you, on radio today, I talked about this, and I've got a great station out in Salt Lake City, and the lines were alight with Utahns who were very unhappy with Mitt Romney. And this isn't the first time. They were all pointing out, I think this is important, he's kind of a repeat offender with the mask vote that he took on planes and the marching with BLM with the mask on outside and all this stuff.
Yeah, also the sole Republican senator to vote for impeachment. I think on the first impeachment, remember, not a single Republican House member defected on the original impeachment over the Ukraine phone call, but Mitt Romney voted to impeach the sitting president of his own party over nonsense. This isn't the first time, obviously. I think, Utah made a huge mistake back in 2018. Trump made a huge mistake giving him as an endorsement. That was not obvious why that should happen. But it's just another example. And I think the biggest and most obvious problem here is that Mitt Romney voted against Judge Jackson's confirmation to the D.C. Circuit last year. What changed? Was she was unfit for a mid-level appellate court, but she's suddenly fit to be a Supreme Court justice? I'm sorry, that needs some explaining.
And what do you think the explanation is? Is it Mitt just wants some crumbs from the New York Times editorial page table, or what?
I think he has, as some of the establishment conservatives like NRO do, they have some problem with the line that Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz took. I mean, I'm trying to be as charitable as possible. Maybe they just think, oh, it was unfair to ask Judge Jackson about her wildly lenient sentences for child porn offenders. I mean, that was actually a line some of these establishment conservatives were taking, that it was just absurd to ask her why she sentenced a guy who had a guidelines range of 90 months or something to only 3 months in jail. And apparently, but really the establishment conservatives thought this was just an unfair attack. And so maybe Mitt Romney decided, it's like, well, this is fine. She's fine. And it's part of his almost like his habit of just sticking a finger in the eye of the people who he thinks have wronged him, I guess.
Don't miss American Scandal, Hunter Biden. A new First TV exclusive special hosted by Buck Sexton. Available right now only on the First TV app.